So in this video, I want us to discuss how to solve drivers' lack of confidence, drivers' lack of self-esteem, drivers' lack of self-love once and for all. I know most of the things that are discussed negatively about taxi driver emanate from the fact that a lot of drivers don't feel appreciated, regardless of the difficult situations that they go through during the day. And then this job is very, very draining mentally and emotionally. You get to carry so many people among whom half of them will not even appreciate the work you do. You work at a very hot sun. Sometimes it rains so heavy, the cold, catches up with you. You get cold, but the people you carry seem not to appreciate. And that's why it's not a big wonder that a lot of drivers, a lot of riders, or a lot of customers have rough and tough interactions with drivers, because those drivers, they have cumulatively, accumulated a lot of anger in themselves, not because the job is not good, not because the job does not have money, you get my point, but because their emotions have been interfered with. And this is the point that I want us to address in this video together, and also call upon all of you to be the solution providers in the whole of this drivers ecosystem. As you will watch in my most recent videos, some drivers have actually come to a conclusion that this business does not have money problem. This business actually has money. Maybe not the millions that other businesses get, but this business, given its quality of work, has some good amount of money for the opportunities that it presents. But no driver will ever be very happy when doing this job. And I will tell you why a lot of drivers are very unhappy. One of the reasons is because they feel less appreciated by the riders who get in the car. Like, some riders will just sit and get out without saying a word, not even thank you. Okay? Some other riders will show a lot of entitlement. Once they are in there, it is as if that car is theirs. You get my point? They want to give you instructions. They want to speak in English. They want to show you that they are going into that office and you are being left out here to work under the sun. You get my point? And then something else. A lot of drivers who get into this business, they don't get it. They don't get in here because they have chosen. A lot of people become taxi drivers because they have lost opportunities elsewhere. So there is also an aspect of, loss that has followed them into this business. And I want to tell all of you, you can do one thing that can change the industry of taxi driving once and for good. And I believe over time, if it is repeated by almost every customer, the attitude of drivers will ultimately improve, and both the drivers and the customers will have a great experience at the end of each trip. And this is what I want to, to request all of you to be doing. Every time the customer, the driver drops you at your destination, maybe you are not that talkative person. I'm not asking you to give him stories along the way. I'm not, telling him to tell him thanks with words. I'm not telling him, to show him gratitude by speaking a lot or, behaving in a certain way, because a lot of people are different and may not be able to do some of those gestures of gratitude. What anyone can do and everyone should do moving forward, every time a driver drops you to your destination and then he shows you the amount that you need to pay, please just add him something small. Whether it is 10 shillings, 20 shillings, and maybe maximum 50 shillings, at the end of every trip, be adding that driver a small amount. And I am telling you, you don't know the impact that you create to the next rider who rides with that driver. I'm telling you, the atmosphere, the attitude, the way he will be received, the hospitality of that driver towards the next client will be made great because you showed gratitude. And I am telling you this from my personal experience. Every time I carry someone and he adds me even 10 shillings, or he adds withdraw money. You know, when you send money with M-Pesa app, sometimes it tells you include withdrawal charges, maybe 23 shillings, maybe 12, depending on the amount of money I'm receiving. I don't want to say that it is that money that excites me, because to be honest, it is too small to make a difference in my life. The 20 shillings, the 10 shillings that I am added, it is too small even to do anything around my bills. But I am not lying to you. It turns around my emotions. It creates some positive energy around, even inside the car. I feel like I am even motivated to go for the next ride. And once I receive a request for the next trip, I approach that client, with some level of joy, with some level of fulfillment, because I feel that the customer from the past ride has actually appreciated my efforts, has actually appreciated that I have done a great job to deliver them to their destination. And a lot of drivers will tell you this for the fact. Anytime they receive a small tip, not even 100, just 10, 20 shillings, you will change their attitude. And please, if you watch this video and if you ever use these taxis, please let us try that. If maybe half of the people who use taxis endorse that approach, I'm telling you, drivers will be appreciative and automatically their attitude will improve. But on this other hand, there is also a group of drivers who mistake tips for pity. So they think that whenever a rider tips them or adds them something small, is a recognition that the trip was undercharged. Some riders will see, like maybe they have traveled a certain distance, they are told to pay 500 and then they pay 550. Some drivers think that the rider has recognized that the fare is too small. No, it is not recognition that the amount you are being paid is too small. It is just appreciation of the service that you have rendered to these riders. So for the drivers, if this call for action succeeds, please appreciate what you receive and don't confuse it, by thinking that these riders have come to the reality that trips are undercharged. Me, I'm just trying to improve this environment so that everybody enjoys what they do. You deliver them at peace, you are happy. Customers are delivered at peace, then they are happy. You get my point? So if every one of us can take that action, I'm telling you, we can in a way transform this industry for the best. And I just want to give you another experience. I am not just saying that we enjoy being given. Myself, definitely, we all use bodas in this country for one reason or the other from time to time. For myself, I never ever pay the exact amount to boda riders, unless one who has shown some negative attitude or not respectful to me right from the beginning. Anytime I take a boda for any small destinations, I always pay with a 20 shillings or 10 shillings on top. And those guys, I feel the way they appreciate. Something else, I always buy sugarcane along the road, like this one. A lot of people like myself, we appreciate this stuff. When I buy these things, maybe for 20 or 50 shillings, I always add something on top. Either 10, 20 or 5. I never pay the exact amount. Something else, there is a mama burger who roasts maize along where I pass every day. I always buy maize from her and never pay the exact amount. And I see the level of gratitude that these people have. In as much as the amount I top them up is quite small, is quite insignificant, but it sends a message of gratitude. And that is what I am calling all of you to do for the best of all of us. Is actually a win-win at the end of the day. God bless you.